Hello, good afternoon. My name is Genaro, and together with my partner Victor, we'll be presenting exam 3 of the advanced manufacturing subject. Well, in this case of objective, we can say that the main objective of this exam 3 is to be able to change 5 STL files to solid ones. So in that case, we can obtain the skills acquired in class with the software CATIA to then choose a piece and modify it. So generated some useful changes for the physical printing of the last piece. So in that case, in addition, to be able to improve our design skills in CATIA, and also we can acquire new skills in the world printing 3D.
Well, for a short introduction, nowadays the trend of manufacturing has been affected by globalization. Since the companies that not update or modernize tends to go bankrupt more easily. Currently, the trend revolves around 3D models. These are generated thanks to scanners and modeling software and digital edition. Today, it is possible to represent any geometry in a 3D model, which can be printed physically with the help of 3D printers. That is why the importance of this activity, since the ability to convert STL files to solid, to manipulate and print them is a tool which allows to generate any desired piece. Well, here we have our 5 STL files that we have converted to solid. The first is a dragon of Pokemon. There is a character of a TV show. The second one is a Batman logo. And this is a list that they have numbers, the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6.
Well, as our fourth piece chosen, we can, well, in this case we choose our Halloween K ring, mainly because in this case we are where we were in the Halloween time, so that's why we have to choose this K. So in that can be so good for the time that we will be. And finally, our last piece that we choose is the car. In this case, we can see that is the most important piece that we choose, and we are going to see why. Well, as we can see in the image, we can analyze that we decide to create some modification. So in this case, the car that we choose, well, the piece that we choose is the car. Well, the object we choose was this car because was in the Dodge brand, mainly because the members of the teams are quite fans of the cars, and we saw a real potential for possible and useful modifications.
Well, the modifications of this piece are the first, the most important modification was we add a horizontal slot, all this with the aim of change the car in a cell phone holder. The second modification was to add 4 tires to the car. All this so that you can have a place where you grab the base. Also, so that aesthetically looks greater. The third important modification was to add a base. All this so that it has a support and can withstand the weight of the object we put it on. Well, here we have the two pieces, printed pieces, and we can watch how the modification of which one Well, both have the same dimension, but the dimensions change in relation with the modification that we have applied them.
Well, in this case, for the uses for our product, as we can see in the image, we can analyze that we decide to create modifications that can be useful in the real life, besides have a great design. The main use of this modified object is to be able to have a holder for the cell phones, books, or any type of object you can find. As we can see in the third image, we can see that one object that we use is a control of a TV. In this case, which if we see in our minds, we can put price on the market.
Well, the transition from a STL file to solid is that once you have to obtain the file STL of a geometry, in this case from the GraphCAD page, you need to import the file to CATIA from the digital shape editor module. Then a mesh offset is applied to the part body and the imported file is hidden. A mesh smoothing mesh is applied to the offset mesh and analyzed for any errors or open geometries. The information is then extracted from the mesh and copied. Then select the assembly design module and with the DMU optimizer, we paste the previously copied information and apply a thickness with which we can save a file. Well, this generated file is opened in a new part of the design module and the joint and healing option is applied. And a closed surface is applied to extract and the leather is hidden to appreciate how the geometry changes its color to that of a solid.
Well, in conclusion, we can mention that the use of these technologies will have an exorbitant impact, since today with 3D printing it's possible to even build houses, which these kinds of projects will help us too much to be able to update ourselves from new technologies. And in addition, with this, we will have new tools to adapt to the new world of work. Thank you so much.